In the latest episode of Hack My Growth, we're looking at the impact SERP features have on ranking position, click-through rates, and your overall traffic. Hey, thanks for checking out this video. Maybe it's your first time watching, or maybe you've been watching a while and you have not yet subscribed. Please do so now. We create new content to help you get the most out of your digital marketing activities online. So as I said in the opener, we're talking about SERP features and the impact they have on our ranking, our click-through rates, our brand's traffic, and visibility to those end customers that we're trying to reach. So let's take a look at how SERP features are impacting today's search results and really how they impact how you rank your website inside of Google and some of the other search engines. What are SERP features? These are also referred to as rich features, and it's a result on Google that is not one of those traditional organic results. So there's a number of these SERP features today, and some of the most prevalent or the most common ones are things like rich snippets or paid results or the universal results or knowledge graph. So when you look at a rich snippet, these are going to be those review stars that stand out for a product ranking. Rich snippet could also be an FAQ listing or a how-to listing that add a visual layer to an existing result. Now you also have the paid results. These are also considered rich features, and these are expanding quite a bit as well with Google. We see not only the traditional AdWords, but also Google Shopping and a number of other instances or new creative ways to display ads. We also can see universal results, and these appear in addition to those organic results. So maybe an image carousel or video carousel, as well as what's called featured snippets. So those are those position zeros. And then we also have knowledge graph data, and this typically appears in panels or boxes, usually to the side of the search results, but sometimes within the top it could be maybe weather or some sort of information about a celebrity. If you want to learn more about rich features, SERP features, just read a little bit more of the different types. Check out the article that we're sourcing here from Moz. It's a very good article, and they do a great job covering that. So some of the most common SERP features are these. Again, this was pulled from that Moz article, some of the research that they've done, things like the AdWords and the featured snippet, image packs, maybe articles, knowledge cards, and the like. There's a lot of different ones, but these tend to be the most common within the search results today. Now, if you want to look at all of the different types and kind of see how they all look, that can often be pretty difficult. But Cyrus Shepard did a good job of making a massive search result which includes a majority of these different rich features, and let's take a look at that right now. All right, so this is a mega SERP result, and it's super long, but you can see things like a carousel up here for restaurants. You can see songs, you can see different ad placements, right, related to Taco Bell, or another ad where you can shop and buy things. This is a knowledge graph on tacos. Here's another ad carousel. You can see information on the calories of a taco or images of tacos. Taco Bell as a company. There's a lot of information here. As you can see, there's so many different types, whether it be like a local pack or somebody who writes about tacos, images. Here's a map itself. You've got in-depth articles, which would be, you know, like news articles. Again, here's another version of an ad. There's lots of different ways that these can be displayed, and there's even more today than Cyrus put on this one. These are quite a large, massive SERP result, and honestly, if you saw one like this, you'd probably, your head would explode because there's just too much information here. But these are some of the different ways that Google now is displaying information within the realm of search. So how does this impact us as SEOs? How does this impact how we approach ranking or trying to rank within the search results? Now, a really cool tool is this CTR study done by Advanced Web Rankings, where you can see what the potential click-through rate would be ranking in a certain position. They do it 1 through 20. And now when we look at organic, just natural organic results, we can see that on average, position 1 gets nearly 40% of the clicks. 38.13% of the clicks go to position 1, which is massive. You can see that it dwarfs. It's almost 3 times the amount of clicks as position 2, and then it tails off pretty quickly here. Now, this is just an organic listing without adding any SERP features to the mix. But what happens to position 1 once we start seeing more SERP features? Well, I just added a few, some of the more common ones, things like organic with people also asked, or organic with a featured snippet and people also asked, or organic with a local pack. And when we look at just adding people also ask, that position 1 drops 7 points. Instead of being 38% of the clicks, it gets 31 now. So what happens when we add a featured snippet to the mix? It goes down to 19.5. So automatically we start to see the gap closing between 1 and 2. This is a little bit hard to read just the way it's layered in the colors here, but you can see in the organic listings normally, position 1 would be 38, position 2 way down here. But once we start adding in some of these other features, it gets to be a little bit closer between that 1 and 2, where almost position 1 isn't as important as it used to be. And when we add a local pack, it goes down even further. We're talking about 16% of the clicks. And why is that? Well, the user behavior is starting to change, right? Maybe they're asking a question and the people also ask is helping them to prompt to go deeper, maybe ask a different question, or maybe the featured snippet answers the question, or maybe it's just jumbled the ranking so much that it's really hard to see position 1 now. Same with local pack. When you're a local business, that's why having that Google My Business listing is so important in making sure that you're taking that into account when you're trying to rank your business, not just your site. A lot of times we look at SEO as ranking a URL, but in today's world, it's really more about ranking your business and all of the different entities that your business owns that you could possibly earn SERP placements for your business. So how do we optimize for today's SERPs then? Well, the first thing we have to look at the SERPs. We have to understand what's going on within a specific query. Then we need to understand all the different features that are available to us, everything from the ads to the organic features, and where they actually sit within the search results. And lastly, we need to create a list of content types that we need to maximize our chance of ranking. Again, this goes back to not just ranking our website, but looking at ways to rank our business. So let's take a look at a few different queries and how we might approach optimizing for today's SERPs. So this first query, we're looking at marketing video template. And maybe we've got some templates that we want to share, we want people to see. So the first thing we see is the ad pack here at the top. Now, it's not as easy as it used to be to distinguish ads. Now we just see this bold ad dot and we've got these listings. Some of them look a lot like organic. Then we've actually got position 1 right here. But as you can see, position 1 is kind of crowded out by this result right here, where we've got promo and the templates and a video carousel attached to their listing. And then right under that, we've got videos. So here we've got videos, and most of these look like they're coming from YouTube channels. We go down a little bit further, and we've got another listing with a almost like an image slider as well, and then a sub listing here underneath where this business is actually doubling up. And then we get a people also ask, and then again we've got some more blue links, and then we've got another video carousel where Google's also giving us some other possible uses or terms like storyboard template examples here, and then we've got ad pack at the bottom, and then related search with another SERP feature here with some more questions that we can look at, and then related terms. This is a pretty loaded result. As you can see, there's a number of different types of content that we could rank, whether it be an ad that we have, whether it be images that we have, whether it be videos. Maybe leveraging YouTube here would be a good play, as well as looking at some of these other questions we might want to add into our content or create additional content that we can link to and create a nice topic cluster around. All the way down to additional terms or entities we might want to look at as well. So if I'm ranking for this or I'm targeting this one, I've got a number of different things I need to do. I need to create images. I need to create video. I need to make sure that I'm answering these questions. I might even want to look at the ad pack if I need to in order to get myself into the position now. But even by doing this, I could rank, this is a video, I could rank these images here. I could try to rank some images here and attach them, add structured data to my images so that they show up in an image carousel like this, or creating some videos here as well on my YouTube channel in order to get that to rank as well. So I want to take account of all those. I want to look at the assets I currently have on my website and then to work in reverse and see how I want to build all of this together. This is one query. It's starting to get a lot more complicated, right? In the world of search, we've got to take all these things into account because the reality is, Biteable right here, they're position 1. they are smashed in between all of this other content. They're almost invisible, even though they rank number one for this query. And it's kind of crazy to think about today, but number one may not be as beneficial in all cases. You might want to look at having opportunities to rank in other ways to create more of a potential for somebody to engage with your brand and not just your website. So let's take a look at a local query. So let's say I run a local business here, a Mexican restaurant. The first thing I see is the local pack. Now for local companies, this is a must. You have to have presence in the local pack if you want to grow your business. Right below that, we get TripAdvisor and Yelp and all these aggregate sites, right? It's not until we get to the fourth listing that we actually start to get local businesses. But guess what? Both of these right here, we can see, are they here at the top? They're not. So their website ranks here on the home page, but guess where most people are probably going to look when they're looking to find a restaurant near them? Is this listing up here. So while this business down here did a decent job of driving people to their website, most people probably will never engage with them because people are engaging up here because they're looking for something near them. They want to see the maps. So this is where you might want to focus differently for a query like this, where owning position one or even being on the first page doesn't matter if you don't show up in the local pack. If we go down, there's also top stories. You may want to start to ask yourself, how can we get our business featured maybe by the local business or one of the many USA Today aggregates that are out there? That could be a play that you want to think about. Maybe you need to have a Facebook. This company's Facebook page is ranking too, but again, this company is not showing up here in the top 3 of the local pack. So it's great that their website here and their Facebook's here. They've got 2 places. Now imagine if they also had the local pack. That business is going to now have 3 listings on the home page. 4 if you count the open table now. So they've done a pretty decent job in that case, but the most important one in this case is the local pack. You can also see the related searches, so you don't want to mark up your business to make sure your logo could possibly get pulled into here. And these are some other queries you might want to think about. Best lunch with kids, best restaurants near me, group-friendly restaurants. All 3 of those can be very relevant to a local business who wants to rank for this specific term. Again, this is a local query, and you can see it's not your grandma's Google. It's a new and improved way of looking at the SERPs, and they're trying to really give people the information they want as quickly as possible so that they can get the correct answer, whether it's they're looking for a restaurant, they're finding how to make a template, or they're trying to learn something else. Let's take a look at one more. So this last query, how to relax. Now typically when you have some sort of like how-to article, you're going to see a featured snippet. It's pretty common. Notice also though what Google's doing up here. They're also helping you narrow your search. Google wants you to get to a very specific answer. They want to help you find that right one. So they've also seen related terms like for women, how to make yourself relax. For men, a girlfriend, around my boyfriend, partner, parent. This is very relational if you look at this query. Now, you won't get this information if you just look at an SEO tool. You have to go to the SERPs to find this. And we notice here there's a step, right? 1, 2, 3, going all the way through this from Healthline. And they've probably got an article that step 1, 2, 3 walks you through how to do this. Google pulls this into the SERP features. And notice what's right below that is people also ask. I haven't scrolled yet, but position 1 is not even here. I have to scroll below the fold in position 1, and then right below that are videos. So again, greatest, this website is ranking technically 1 for the term how to relax, but they're invisible until I scroll. And then they're sandwiched between 2 SERP features. That makes it very difficult for the user, in my opinion, to actually click on this link. And this is an area where this company might want to think about how can we create an article that's going to earn this featured snippet. Or maybe we need to start adding some video to our content because we're getting smushed between 2 SERP features which are way more visually appealing than our link. Even though we've got some site links here below, we're not standing out. We're kind of getting lost in the mix. Below the video, we see the natural organic searches. We do see some additional steps here with some how-to markup. And then we've got some images below here. We've got related search with hobby. So again, here's ways that you can add additional benefit to your content. So as we're using the SERPs, we can really start to see the types of content we need to rank, the number of opportunities our business has to rank, whether it be our website, our local pack, our YouTube channel, our social media channels, and leveraging those to make sure that our business entity has as much visibility as it possibly can within the search results. Having the right content is never going to be enough. You have to make sure that that content is machine readable and that the search engines understand it at a very deep level. Well, you do that by adding structured data. Structured data is an important thing, and it's more than just adding blog data and article data or the stuff that comes out of the box with a lot of our SEO tools or plugins today. You need to understand the requirements that are made by Google in order to earn some of these rich results. I put together a course that helps you master structured data and schema.org to help you earn these rich results, to help improve the visibility of your brand, extend the amount of links that you possibly could get within the search results. And I want to give this to you at 25% off using the code YouTube. You can sign up today at learn.simplifiedsearch.net. And if you got any other questions about what we talked about today, maybe about SERP features or rich features or any of the other things that you're seeing within the Google search results, please comment below. We'd love to continue this conversation with you. Don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, happy marketing.